without you, brother.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I guess I feel like it's time for another like best friend tattoo or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although I do like.
I think so. Yeah. Ours is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mordecai and
He gets
Rigby from
compliments all the time.
regular show. Yeah. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
This is my Clark Ashton Smith tattoo for the weirdos.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
That's the Thesagula in there.
Nice.
Little,
I
yeah.
I was just mentioning to Brandon how I didn't even realize he had another tattoo on his arm. I was embarrassed as a best friend. That's all.
He was like, oh, yeah, he's like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I didn't know. It's like, dude, I'll let you know next time so you feel okay.
Please believe me.
Like, Andy, I'm getting some ink. I got it like 3 years ago. That's how long it's been. Too long.
I forget things. I'm getting old.
I don't even know. I think I had it when I was in Portland, though, now that I'm thinking about it. But
you probably did. I just never know. I wasn't like peeping your like upper arm.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to like.
It was all cold. We're all wearing jackets.
Oh, that's true. It was winter. That's right.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Well, okay.
Oh yeah, we're podcasting.
Oh yeah, we're podcasting. Yeah. Welcome everyone to Dark Eidolon Presents
Critical Drinks
with your hosts
Andy Aguilar,
me, Brandon Brooker.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? How's it going?
Doing good. Well, I mean, we're recording this a day late, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We were both like hungover yesterday.
Yeah, we were both out of action yesterday.
Yeah.
Definitely a recovery day yesterday.
I think it was like 3 or something. I was like, so you on for 8 o'clock? And it was just radio silence till about 6. It was like, you good for 8? And then you're like, I'm hungover, and I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I was like, thank God. I was like, same. I'm real hungover too. I'm not into it today. I could have done it though. I think I could have forced myself.
We could have, but it would have been a lot of like, all right, so
yeah. a lot of just like sweating on camera.
Right. It would have been a whole like tall glasses of water. Like what you sipping on? Water.
Yeah. Water. Yeah, what you sipping on today? Water.
Yeah. I got a water. So yeah, in case you're wondering, yesterday was a recovery day. Yesterday being Sunday, which is when we usually record.
Yep, but we're still gonna get it out on. We're still gonna get this out to you guys on Wednesday.
You'll still get it.
As long as we get it out on Wednesday, that's like consistency is very important in podcasting. I think
exactly.
Like even over content sometimes, as long as you're just there.
Yeah.
As long as you're there for the people. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Hell yeah. But yeah, speaking of what you drinking on today?
All right, I'll go ahead and slide mine over.
I don't even know why I ask anymore. This is fucking bullshit.
Oh, the record continues. The streak.
Still
alive. Yep.
Well, today I'm
trying to get
chilling.
That sponsorship.
Was I off camera?
Yeah. You gimmicky bastard. I love it.
Yeah, I'm doing some Coors Light.
Bringing it back to the Coors.
Wait,
is that original or light? I'm sorry.
Light.
Oh, nice. Yeah, light is the silver can.
This is the silver bullet, brother. It's not the yellow belly.
My bad. I've been in the seltzer game so long that I'm forgetting my beer etiquette.
Yeah. All your chest hair's falling off and
basically.
I don't know what that means.
That I'm smooth.
Yeah. Oh man. I think it was a dig at your masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
yeah,
brother.
All right.
With me, brother.
Dude, you're talking to Python. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know, right? I try to promo on you. Sneak a promo in.
I mean, you're talking about the ultimate promo, which was one of our last episodes, which was awesome.
Oh yeah. That was Fritz Greyhouse.
Yeah. You really threw like. I mean, I'm gonna go like behind the scenes, like take you behind. I was not expecting that. I totally had to improvise.
Good.
It was like, oh, you bastard, that worked. Yes. Good. I mean, good job.
I have high diplomacy, and I'm kind of a.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
You're not a murder hobo, as they say.
Right. I'm trying to save some lives.
Exactly.
I want to do some cool shit, And also, it's kind of scary though, because I don't want to be like, because I know that's not going to work all the time. So I got to be on my guard too. Yeah. It's okay. I got mage armor and I got fucking magic missiles. I can just be like pew pew pew,
bang 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 bang,
bang bang, bang bang. Is that Cactus Jack? Is that Cactus Jack?
Bang
bang. Oh, you want to go into wrestle talk real quick?
I mean, that's a perfect segue if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's talk a little bit of wrestling. I didn't watch Raw today. This is Monday.
I haven't either.
And yes, the last thing we watched was is it Fyter Fest 2?
Night
2?
Fyter Fest Night 2. So
yeah. You tell me. You
okay.
take hold of this segment.
So I'm pretty sure, if I can remember right, that actually I got one thing wrong talking about Fyter Fest Night 2, because I thought the 5-on-5 the Adam Page and Kenny Omega thing was happening that night. It's not that night. It's a different night. So I was wrong there. But so bringing it back, that Moxley fucking Lance Archer match. I keep going to the end matches just because like it's just
dude,
was just
that was crazy. It was nuts.
So yeah, they had the Texas Death Match, and I totally had Moxley coming in and like retaining his title, right? Because he's like, other than Omega, like, and maybe Hangman Page, like who else were they pushing as heavily? So in my mind, it was like, why are you gonna take the title off him? And sure enough, they fucking put they put Lance Archer over. I was surprised.
Yeah, Lance Archer.
I thought he was gonna deliver that fucking DDT onto the barbed wire table and just call it a night.
Nah, man, he went through that fucking barbed wire table.
So my favorite part of that match, though, it wasn't in the ring. It was at some point Lance Archer picked up a fan and like threw him at Moxley.
No way.
Yeah.
No, I do remember that. Yeah.
He just picked up a dude and was like, yeah.
Holy shit.
And it just reminded me of like a video game or just like of something, a movie or something.
Yeah,
just like
you can do that. You can do that in Mortal. You do that in Mortal Kombat. You can do that in Mortal Kombat, like grab someone and throw them at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. Yeah,
that
match was insane.
Yeah, as a Moxley guy, it made me actually consider like, all right, Lance Archer, I see you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know who the fuck that guy was. He said he's from New Japan. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I saw his match, a match of his over there, and like his whole thing was like he was throwing young boys, being like the like younger dudes, like into the ceilings and like throwing them out of the rings and like into the stands and stuff.
Oh shit, yeah, just being. Isn't his name like the Monster or some shit, right?
The Murder Hawk or something like that.
Murder Hawk, yeah.
Murder.
We're both right, yeah. Murder Hawk Monster, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's got some sick red braids.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, I was fucking loving that match. I mean, other than Fyter Fest Night 2, I haven't watched anything current. Like I said, we were both kind of out of it, and there wasn't a pay-per-view this Sunday, so.
Something else happened on that night though. It was during the Darby Allin match where Darby was fighting somebody in the Best Friends. I forget his name, but the Sting and Orange Cassidy like thing on the outside of the ring.
Yeah,
that was fucking so funny, man.
It was Darby Allin against Wheeler Yuta, which I don't really know anything about Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah,
but
I've seen him fight a lot, and he's good. He's great.
Oh, because you've been watching Dark.
He's a cruiser guy. Yeah, I've been watching Dark, so yeah.
Yeah,
he's a cruiser dude. So yeah, it's on YouTube, so it's so easy.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So yeah. At one point, Orange Cassidy has his spot, right? Like his gimmick that he does when him and Sting they're basically on the outside and they're kind of just doing their gimmicks to each other. Orange Cassidy puts his hands in his pocket, and Sting, like the fucking geniuses he does, like he has this taunt of where he bangs his chest, like to fire himself up, and he just kind of like
I love that, man. That's so cool. Sting to go with the gimmick.
Had me laughing so hard,
dude.
So
I was popping off. Yeah.
So they do their shin kicks, and sure enough, both of them, kind of lean back and do like the super kick.
Yeah.
And I swear, at one point, Darby Allin like sees what's happening on the outside, and he has to pay attention to the match. But like, I swear, at some point, he's like looks over, is like.
Dude, I couldn't believe they're doing that.
I gotta maintain like my focus here. Like, I can't laugh at the fact that fucking Sting is doing the slowest super kick I've ever seen.
Oh man, that was so cool.
Oh my god.
What a good
It
sport.
made me laugh. Oh, it's making my face red.
Steve Borden. Yep, he's a good dude. Hell yeah. What else happened at Fighter
He gets
Fest?
it, is what I feel like. Even as like, you know, a quote unquote old school wrestler, like he gets it.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Darby Allin just like coffin drops the motherfucker and wins the match.
Well, yeah, that was definitely a Darby Allin, you know, just putting him over sort of match.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Who else fought? That was like literally just 2 matches.
In fact, we're speaking about Orange Cassidy. He fought the Blade.
He did. Yeah. I don't really remember that match. I should remember that match.
So with that match, it was like the whole thing where the Blade came out after Darby Allin's match, and he like puts on the Nux and he punches him again. So the whole thing is like the Blade's been using like the Nux.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they're setting up for a feud too, right?
Well, so I'm pretty sure this might have been the finish.
Or that's right.
Because the crescendo of this was at some point, you know, the Blade is doing all of his things, and at one point he distracts the referee and puts the Nux back on. He's going to hit Orange Cassidy, and he doesn't connect, and Orange Cassidy puts him back on, and eventually hits him with him.
Oh
and
shit!
He does his spot, but he like puts the brass knuckles in his pocket.
Oh shit!
So now it's like it's a gimmicky thing. I don't know if he's gonna use them again, but you know he's able to put the brass knuckles on his orange punch.
Oh shit! That's
so
right.
I'm pretty sure he put the Blade out because like he hit him again with another orange punch while wearing the brass knuckles.
Oh shit!
So I'm pretty sure that like ends their feud.
Well, that's what you get, Blade. I guess you don't have that much star power.
Although the Blade had a fucking sick ass move when he had Orange Cassidy like up in the corner, and he like kind of like power bombed him or like gut wrenched him onto the turnbuckle on his back. It was woo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Sick move. I haven't really seen that before.
Very too.
Yeah. So props to your boy.
Yeah, I do love the Blade.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready for the Butcher to come back. Right? Ready for the Butcher to come back, but he's probably not going to come back for a while. I think they're gearing up to go on tour. I'm pretty sure because they have an album coming out. Every Time I Die is coming out with a new album that was supposed to come out like a year ago, and because of pandemic stuff. Yeah. And I think I just saw that they're also recording a video right now. So there's a new Every Time I Die music video coming out pretty soon.
So check that
that's
out.
Gonna be fucking sick. Yeah. Yeah. Support Andy Williams by listening to Every Time I Die. Yeah. There, actually, Harlan came over the other day and we were swimming and shit. A friend of ours, but he showed me all kinds of crazy shit on YouTube, like crazy bands, because he used to write articles like reviews on metal records and shit. But he was just showing me a bunch of fucking crazy bands and just showing me how crazy music has gotten into, like how crazy music has gotten these days. Like there's this one band, I forget what they're called. But it's like these 2 like producers, and it's just like auto-tuned, like it's like heavy auto. It's like I don't know. It's like I had to like sit there and it's like kind of dubsteppy, but like pop, like hyper super pop, but also like screamo and rap. It was like just everything in one with like this terrible like I wish I could remember their name, but I just remember sitting there thinking I was like, dude, this is music now. Like music has gone so far into the like. Progressed so far that it's just like, is this even like, is this music? Like, I felt like that guy. Is this music?
You got to that point.
Dude, it's weird. It's weird. But then I thought about my band and I was like, I feel pretty good about my band right now. Like I like my kind of music. Like it's, and I know there's room for it because if there's fucking room for this shit, there's room for this shit, and these people are making money off this shit, like a lot of money, like yeah, I think I'm okay.
You're like, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay. Oh, man. But anyways, I don't know what brought that up.
Because we're talking about Harlan.
Oh yeah, Harlan.
And we're talking about Every Time I Die.
Oh yeah, Andy Williams. There you go.
We're talking about wrestling.
Okay. That's
there
right.
We go.
Yeah. Okay.
Brought it all together.
I guess. What'd you do today? You said you were off today, right? Did you talk to Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
done with wrestle
So
talk.
exactly. Because honestly, we didn't really watch that much, but
Right.
yeah. So I was able to get in touch with Andrew, and I was able to kind of get a better idea on his character. And we're actually gonna speak on Wednesday to kind of flesh out everything else, because there's like storyline stuff I want to give to him to where he has like the knowledge of it, but obviously like, stuff I can't give to you, so we can't have the conversation between the three of us. It has to just be between me and him.
I was thinking about that too. I was like I want to know what's going on, but I was like, I can't know what's going on.
No. You are the protagonist, so you can't be. Yeah, you can't be involved in this.
But also, it's like, is he going to be bad guy then? I don't know. We're just going to have to see.
I'm going to give him the scenario, and I'm going to give him like the guy's mindset. But as far as decisions to make, it's all up to Andrew. As far as what he wants to do and everything like that, it's going to be up to him. And like, it's also going to be.
We're going to fight, dude. If he kills me.
Well, it's also I'm kind of implementing Andrew's personality into this guy. Like,
oh God.
Basically, he's Captain Kidd's right-hand man, like his first mate. But yeah, there's gonna be things about him that are gonna be well, you'll see. You
can't say anything. You can't say anything. Oh man,
I'm a leaky faucet.
Yeah, the woes of being the GM, where you're just like having all these secrets like in you. You're just like, I just need someone to talk to about it.
Well, you weren't even grilling me for him, and I was giving him to you.
Yeah, you didn't give me much. All I know is, I'm prepared to kill Andrew. So.
Yeah. Well, again, it's totally going to be up to him how he responds or how he talks. Like, I'm just giving him the bones. He gets to do everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so
we'll have to
if
see.
he decides, like, you know what, I decided to kill myself.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out next Sunday, I guess. Yep. Hell yeah. Well, shit. Speaking of role-playing games. Yeah, we did all the segments, right? I think we did. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
We talked about wrestling, what you're sipping on, or what you're drinking on.
Tattoo for the weirdos.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't been reading anything also, so I can't really like share anything. I feel like I'd be lying.
I did start that Thomas Ligotti book, but I didn't get very far. I kind of fell asleep. But I was reading this crazy like sword and sorcery like story about this dude. He's like he has these like crazy glasses, and he like puts them on this other dude that like tries to fight him, and the guy like loses his mind when he like sees through the glasses. He like fucking loses his mind because he sees crazy shit. I don't know. I'll finish the story, then I'll come and do a recap on it. But yeah, because I really don't know what's going on yet. Yeah. We'll go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's take a little break, and then I'll get ready, and then I'll go get my buddy. I'll go get the keeper real quick, and then.
No huntings this time, all right? I don't know if he had anything to do with that, but like, yeah, man.
It was before he showed up.
Yeah, right. Like he had nothing to do with it. Okay. A dark wizard doesn't have anything to do with dark shit happening.
That'd be funny if I try to go all full on like persona, like, no, I don't know that guy. He just comes in and tells a story and leaves. Hey, it's me. I'm back.
Into it. Oh shit. Okay.
Welcome.
We are back.
Yes,
this
you
motherfucker
are.
Again.
You're back, kitties. Welcome to the Dungeon of Dread. with me. With me, the keeper of arcane lore. I see you have come back to check in on Dougie Doug. Doug and his friend Porter went on a little road trip. Christmas night, more road trip that ended in a car wreck. So he totaled the family vehicle, stranded on a road, a dark road, dark snowy road. They haven't seen any cars in a long time, but using his navigation skill, Porter was able to find the location of Elder, Kingsport, Massachusetts. And as they crested the hill, Doug saw the steeple of a white church that he's seen in his dreams. And as he looked around, he noticed that he has been here before, in his sleep, in his slumber, in his slumbering mind. Why is he having these nightmares of this dream, or this city? Why are these dreams of this city? What will he do? Will he be able to find the house on Green Lane? Find out this time on Critical Drinks.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
Fuck, I keep crashing cars, man. I should have put way more into my freaking driving. I'm a mechanic. Or the son of a mechanic.
Well, it really wasn't your fault. It was the weather.
Oh, that's true. But still, like, come on.
It was an extreme roll. It was extreme weather conditions.
It's true. I just
You had
expect better of myself.
Yeah, you had the bonus die with the chains on the tires, but it didn't quite.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So yeah, we did the keepers little intro, but what do you remember? Let's fill the people in that didn't watch the haunted episode, because yeah, if you didn't trudge through that bullshit, then here, let's try to catch you up a little bit. Yeah,
some people watched it.
It's there still if you want to catch up, but
yeah.
But what do you remember happening?
So, okay, I do remember crashing, and I remember having to navigate our way to try to find where it was that we were going to. And we were able to roll high enough to actually find the city, or I guess it's a town.
I started
freaking out when I saw the church, because it was the one that I saw in my dreams. I was trying to relay that information, but it was kind of overwhelming. So it seemed like it was I'm basically saying crazy shit. I'm trying to explain to Porter I've been dreaming about this exact city, or again town.
Yeah, but let's kind of go back before that though, because you went to the library last time and you found out some shit about your family. Do you remember?
Oh, right. There was I have it written down right here. I found out that I have some relatives under the name Martin. That they're witch related as well, and that it's still in my family line, or it's still in my blood basically, but there's been a cutoff to where they've kind of not exiled them, but just
excommunicated.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes. And that name Martin, he was one of 4 people hung in 1692 in Kingsport for witchcraft. Yeah. But that your family, after all that happened, excommunicated that side of the family and kept it secret. And then you had to ask your grandma about it, and she was she knew what was up. And yeah,
it's the mom's side, right?
Yeah, that's what we decided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you were able to win your mom over thanks to your dad.
Right, he got that necklace, and then I offered to bring it back to her as hey, I'll be back with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, promising that you'll come back. Totally.
Right, because I had to win her over because I pissed her off by trying to find out exactly what it is I'm trying to find out.
Yep. Your true family history now.
Seeking the truth, man. Can't stop now.
Or something.
I mean, I guess it's not really the truth. I don't know what the truth is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this is the truth or not?
I don't know. Here, let me see some things. Yeah. Okay. So let's just dive back into it.
I also had to roll for sanity on the last one because I was freaking out because of seeing the steeple.
Yeah, and you lost 1 point. I put that.
Right. Yeah.
I wrote that down. Yeah. Cool. So if you lose 8 sanity, you're gonna have a bout of madness. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. But let me get my book.
I mean, not cool.
Here I am, not prepared. The least prepared GM in the world. But here you go. Okay.
Well, it's a Monday. We're we just came off a pay-per-view, so we're still a little beat up from the night before.
Right.
We're running the towns.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get into it, brother.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just kind of walking into town with Porter, and you're kind of freaking out a little bit. Your Porter's giving you some drinks of his flask to kind of calm you down. You kind of had your hands on his shoulders, and he was knocking your hands off your shoulders, dude, come on, chill out. We're just we're coming into town.
All right.
We're here. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. It's all good, man. Okay, so y'all are walking.
I'm just gonna just a little.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah. So yeah, you're just walking kind of through this town, and yeah, it's straight up like through your dreams. Like you're even though you're like diverting your eyes, kind of looking down to the ground, even the cobbled streets, the stones of the streets, like are so familiar that it's kind of freaking you out. And y'all get to this corner of these two streets, and you kind of look over to your right, and you see a burial ground or black gravestones stuck ghoulishly through the snow, like the decayed fingers of a gigantic corpse. And you also recognize this. It's just like you're just seeing these landmarks from your dream. So seeing this crazy graveyard, you're gonna need to make another sanity roll.
Oh god damn.
Because it's just so familiar. This is just getting weirder and weirder to you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. D10. I got the wrong dice.
Percentage dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay. And I'm sorry. You said sanity. Rolling for that. 26. So that is a success.
Okay. So it doesn't. Oh. I think you still. Oh, I think you're still going to lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay, so I'm at 38.
Yeah. As this just the side of this graveyard, like these landmarks are like freaking you out. Porter,
it's so fucking me up.
Porter notices like you kind of like getting the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat, even though it's like winter out here.
It's cold out, yeah. And yeah, there's no people around, even though it's like Christmas night. You'd think there'd be like, at least you'd hear like music or people
Porter, you ever feel like
partying
you're walking through a dream? That's what it feels like right now, man. It feels like I'm walking through my own dreams right now. Well, it's even weirder in real life, man.
Hey, man, take it easy. Where are we going? Let's just try to see if we can find this house. Like, what's this street like? So we're looking around. So give me a navigate roll.
All right, let me see if I can. At least figure out if I recognize anything.
Yeah, he'll do one too.
So 18. I don't have any points into it, so it's a failure on my part.
Okay. Let's see.
So a little flummoxed.
He doesn't have it really either, so it's 10.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. That's the wrong game, Brandon. I rolled a d20. I rolled a d20.
I felt it in your voice.
Well, I rolled a critical fail. I rolled a 1. I was like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. And I was like, oh, wait, that's the wrong dice. No, he rolled too high. So, yeah, y'all are going through these winding streets. And, like, y'all don't know. Y'all seeing all these street signs, and you don't know exactly where Green Lane is. You guys are still looking. And through, like, walking through these streets, yeah, y'all you didn't notice that. Yeah, no lights, and there's only lights in a few of the windows. All the curtains are drawn. Yeah, there's no sound of merriment. It's just this really dark, gloomy town. And you notice that many of the houses whose high doors reach by double flights of steps have like these iron railings. And yeah, you just notice all this from your dream, and it's just really crazy. So
it's so weird that in my dream there's usually always people. At least I think, or was that the other city? I'm having trouble remembering between the two, but
yeah, it was the other city. Yeah. This town was always like vacant pretty much. But you know that it's not vacant. Like there are lights on in some of the houses, but they're just
okay. So can we go up to the nearest? Can we go up to the nearest house that has a gate and try to see if the gate is locked?
Yeah.
Like to try to
you walk up to one of these. Yeah, you walk up to these like iron railing gate. Yeah, and you notice it is unlocked, but you have to walk up these like double steps. It's like narrow double steps to get to these like old colonial houses.
Okay, okay.
And in this particular house that you're looking at, the light is on, but this isn't Green Lane that you're on. This is another street.
Okay, so I want to try to go up the stairs and ask the person, or ask whoever may be inside if they know where Green Lane is, because obviously I don't know where the fuck I'm going. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you do?
Can we go up the stairs into this home, or at least to the front door of this home?
Yeah, you walk up the steps and the door's closed. Yeah, and there's like Yeah, you notice there's like a big iron knocker on the gate, like an archaic old iron knocker, and the door's really old. Yeah.
Before I do that, can I roll? Oh, not perception. Damn it! Now I'm playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
Can I kind of like, I guess, spot hidden?
And there's on the window there's like a diamond, like the window is a diamond shape. Yeah.
Can I take a look?
And
Can I roll spot hidden?
there's light to look through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go roll it real quick. Yeah. Let's see.
Fail. 78.
Fail. Yeah. So you go to look through the window, but the glass is made of that really old glass, so it's really like warbly,
okay.
like kind of like, so you're kind of like a stained glass, but it's clear, and you can't really fucking see the shapes.
All right.
Yeah.
Knock.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. You wait for a little while, and there's like no answer for a second. Yeah.
Can I try to knock and say hello? I'm just looking for directions. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I realize it's late. I know this is awkward.
Yeah. And as that
trying to find
happens,
Green Lane.
So once you hear Green Lane, like the door like clicks open, and then the light goes out though behind it, and then like the door kind of creaks open, and a voice like starts to whisper through the crack, and it's like, "Have you come for the festival?"
Yes, I have.
The house you search for is, and it starts to tell you where to go, and it says, "You will be welcomed, for this village legend lives on." And then the door like shuts in front of you. And Porter's kind of in the street, kind of like looking around, like he didn't walk up the steps with you. He's like, "Everything all right up there?"
I think I know where we need to go. Yeah, they knew we were coming. They're expecting us. Like, people know. Okay. All right, let's find Green Lane before I start freaking out some more.
Okay, cool. So give me a navigation roll, but give me a bonus dice. Since it's still kind of hard to find your way around, but you kind of know where you're going now.
78 again.
Too much?
Yeah.
Even with the bonus dice? So you're kind of he's helping you out here. Let's see. Ooh. Well, they're still kind of having a hard time, but I will say just kind of like you don't not find a place. It just takes a little longer.
Yeah.
So y'all kind of got into town around 8 or so. I think it was like right when the sun was set.
Yeah.
Or like the sun had been set for a little while. Maybe it's 9. I'd say it's closing in on about 10 p.m. now. It's taking you a while to walk around this town.
Porter, we gotta find this. We gotta find where Green Lane is, man. It's getting late. Where the hell are we gonna sleep?
But also kind of in your head, you're kind of thinking like, like if this is a festival and it's supposed to happen tonight, like, where's the big attraction? Where is this festival? Like, so it's there's no evidence of it anywhere around.
That guy did mention that I would be welcome, so at least he knows that it's happening. So it has to be somewhere, and if it's not obvious, it has to be in somebody's house or in somebody's basement or something.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, there has to be something that we're not seeing or hearing. So in that being the case, let's try to find where the Green Lane is, so we can find where the steeple is at the very least.
Yeah. Oh, you see the church pretty much in any place in the town. You can see this church. It's like it's on top of a hill in the center of town, like on the tallest hill in the center of town. It's like the biggest landmark in town. So you know where the church is, but you also, through that roll and looking around and taking the time with the directions that the whispering voice gave you, you're able to find Green Lane. And,
thank you.
Yeah. And look, do you remember the directions or what it told you? It's like the second house on the left or something.
I did not have that written down. I'm sorry.
It's the 7th house on the left behind the market. Yeah.
Got it.
All right, so you're kind of walking up Green Lane. It's kind of like an incline to where you're going. You pass that market, and you start to see houses. So you start to count the houses, and you see this house.
Oh,
And the house on Green Lane.
It's all starting to add up right now.
Yeah, this is a colonial house. The upper part overhung the narrow, grass-grown street, and nearly met the overhanging part of the house opposite. So like these overhanging parts like kind of create like this canopy, right? So that you're almost in a tunnel like above these, like it's a narrow street, and these houses are kind of like they're like lingering over you almost. They're like oppressive. It's oppressive feeling. Also, you've seen this you felt this in your dream, that these houses with their these old colonial houses with these diamond eye pane like windows that almost seem to look like eyeballs. They're kind of like,
Porter, you ever feel like somebody's
you.
watching you, but like watching you? In this case, I feel like it's the houses.
Yeah.
This is freaking me out.
And you notice that you're under this overhang and there's no snow on the doorstep of this house. And there's one of those old archaic iron knockers on it. And yeah.
Well, I mean, this is why we came here, right, Porter?
Right. Let's see.
Knock, knock.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Well, let's read. Yeah, you're here. We'll do that in a second. Sorry. I kind of got ahead of myself, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We can manage to fix this.
Hands up.
You go to the address on the invitation. Yep. And the house on Green Lane. Yep. The iron knocker. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you've seen this house particularly in your dream. Yeah. So you're gonna need to make one more sanity roll because this is just getting too crazy. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Fail. Actually, no. Oh yeah, fail.
Fail?
Yep.
Okay. You take 3 sanity as this accumulating dream state is getting a little intense. But also through this little loss of sanity, you kind of you don't have a bout of madness, or it's not necessarily a delusion, but maybe you're thinking about going and knocking on that door. But the wind is kind of starting to blow a little bit, and you kind of hear this noise. You don't know if it's in your head or if you really hear it, but it sounds like a taut rope, going.
Can I use
It sounds as if something's heavy, on a rope, swinging in the breeze. You hear this.
Can I roll spot head and see exactly where it's coming from?
Yes.
Okay. Fail.
Okay, so you look around and there's nothing, you don't see anything on a rope. It's just kind of a weird sound that you heard.
I try to elbow Porter and see if he can kind of take a better look.
Let's see if what do you say to him?
I say, Porter, do you hear that? Can you hear where that sound's coming from? I hear it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, he succeeded his roll, but he doesn't hear anything. He's like, dude, I don't hear nothing. What are you talking about? It's isn't this the place, man? He's looking at the door. It's should
I grab him by the arm. I'm like, so you don't hear the rope?
Yeah, and give me an idea roll real quick.
Oh, success.
All right. Once the word
success.
Once the word rope comes out of your mouth, you start to think about your relatives that were hung in 1692.
Porter.
What?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I have. It's just reminding me of relatives I've had who've been hung, and it turned into. I'm just gonna knock, and I knock on the door.
All right, you knock on the door, and the door opens almost immediately. So you're
before we walk in.
It's Porter. Knock, boom, and the door starts to creak open slowly. And there's you notice as the door opens, there's this faint blue light that is coming from inside. But yeah, and what are you gonna do as this door is slowly opening?
The guy said that we're welcome here, so I don't trust him. But
yeah, you heard
at least if they wanted something to happen to us, they would have done it already.
Oh yeah, you've had the feeling of being watched for sure.
Just be.
I know.
Be on your guard.
I'm like nervous for you. I'm nervous for you.
I peek through the door.
All right, yeah. The door is opening slowly as you're kind of telling Porter all this, and then the door opens, but you didn't hear any like footsteps before. Like, so this is like, it's almost as if you get the sense that this person who's ever opening the door was waiting by the door. So you open it, and you see in front of you a tall man, but not 6'4", like the one that you saw like on the porch. Yeah. He's tall. I'd say he's like average 6 foot tall. Well, but he is kind of hunched over, right? And he has.
Do you play ball?
Yeah, he's hunched over, and give me a spot hidden roll real quick.
20. Ooh, success.
Success, yeah. So you're looking at this man, and he's wearing these he's kind of wearing pretty shabby clothing, but you start to notice that his face looks very it's kind of like low light in there, and like the blue light is flickering, and his face kind of looks as if like he's wearing like a mask, like a wax mask, like his eyes like aren't moving, like he's not blinking.
Sir,
and he's like, yeah, he has a very straight face, and it's not moving.
Was I supposed to bring, it's like a mask party, or should I have?
Yeah. And he's not really responding.
I don't need to talk about your face. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's just sitting there not responding, and he pulls out this like wax tablet, and he has like a stylus, and he starts to like write on it in front of you.
Oh shit.
And he like goes, and he points this sign at you, and it says, "No outsiders allowed."
So you're talking about Porter?
And he like puts it up, and he's like just sitting there looking at you. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And Porter's like, no. Oh shit. He's like, well, I guess I'm not invited to the festival. Like, well, he's like, is there anything I could do? And Porter's like asking the guy, and like the guy's just like sitting there hunched with his sign, and he's like looking at him.
He's just kind of my ride. I don't really. Oh, okay, all right. I'd like for him to stay with. Is that no? Oh, all right.
Give me a persuasion.
I need him to stay with me. All right.
Isn't there a persuade? I don't know. We've been playing the other game. Now I'm wondering. Yeah, there's persuade. Try to roll it, or you can try to role play it.
I'm invited here by House Martin, so I feel like you should at least let me have my servant with me. I mean, he's here. He drove me here, right? I need him by my side.
Roll persuade to see if that works. Give you no. Just
damn it! No, that's a fail. I'm no good at like telling a lie. 51. That's a fail.
51. What is your persuade? Yeah. What's your number that you're trying to get
into it? It's basically 10.
10, and you rolled a 50. You want to try to push it?
I don't think I have that much.
No, not spend luck. You want to push it. Roll it again.
Oh, sure. I'll give it another shot.
But
I misunderstood.
All right. So, but what are you going to do differently to try to persuade him? He kind of takes a step back, like his mask like face like kind of like goes to the side when you say Martin, and he kind of
I show him the letter that I have that has the sigil on it. Mm-hmm. And you're like, hey man, I was personally invited here for you to deny me of my servant who's basically with me at all times. I feel like you're disrespecting me, and I feel like I could at least have him with me. I mean, I don't want to get you in trouble, man, but I feel like you're kind of disrespecting me in my house right now. So just let me have my guy with me, all right? If anything happens, it'll be on me and not on you, buddy.
Okay.
We'll see if my random active like uppityness will get me anywhere.
I know that was kind of more of an intimidate, but
yeah, I feel like I was trying to throw my name around. I feel like that's an intimidate too. If I was ruling, I'd say that's intimidate.
Well, do you want to roll intimidate instead of pushing it? Because it sounds more like a then you won't really, you already
no. Fail.
And
85.
yeah. He starts to he like pulls out. He has that wax tablet, and he kind of erases it, and he starts to mark on it again. He's like, pretty much he's just like, we'll allow it this time.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
My
because
God. I mean,
yeah,
we're in a proper place, so thank you, sir.
yeah, and
Thank you, sir.
he beckons you to come inside.
And I say, "Come on, Porter."
Yeah, and you walk into this it's like a low ceiling old house. It's like the floors are dirt, and the furniture is all old and kind of moldy, and it's like cold in here. Like there's no warmth from the outside. Like you would expect it after your long journey
party.
to like there's no sign of merriment here. And yeah, it feels very cold and wet, like no comfort. You notice that there's no fire in the fireplace. That's like kind of one thing. And the blue lights that you see are from these like kind of like candelabras on the wall, and they have like little tiny blue flames.
So
yeah,
as
and it's really weird. It's very weird because it's like the blue light is very disorientating, and and he's kind of and you look to the left, and it's kind of like, it looks kind of like a dining room, like a kitchen kind of type thing. There's like a big old table, old rustic kitchen table, and to the right is what you would think would be the living room, and there's only like there's like a wooden chair of like a moldy couch, and right by the fireplace you see with their back turned, you see what looks this like hunched figure with this crazy wiry gray hair, and this person is sitting at like a spinning wheel, like spinning like wool, like thread from wool, and they're just like sitting there, and you can just hear the wheel like spinning, and they're like busy like spinning this like thread in the corner with their back turned. But the old man with the mask like beckons you, and he says like to take a seat at this single chair. There's only one chair at this table. Like Porter is like just like doesn't really know what to do. He's like, I guess I'll just stand.
I'm like, hey, thanks, man. I would like to know your name. I mean, I'm a ball player, so I always like to give nicknames to the people who help me out. So, I mean, you know me, but I don't know your name, man. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for bringing in my help.
And as you're looking at him, and he's kind of like cocking his head a little bit, and he's not saying anything, but he does like point to on the table, and he kind of like waves his hand over the table, and you notice that there's all these like books strewn about on this table, like in piles, like all these old books, like kind of and and also you're looking at his face, and it's just really unnerving you that this guy is like obviously wearing a mask and trying to pass it off as if it was his face. And you've already spotted it, so I need you to roll sanity just because it is so unnerving.
Fail.
Okay.
Damn it. I am rolling terribly.
You take 1 point sanity loss.
Okay.
No bouts of madness yet.
So
You're still hanging in there, Doug. Yeah, still hanging in there. Yeah. So he's kind of set you down at this table, and then like Porter's like looks, and he's like not responding. He's only telling you like, look at these books. Porter's like, can I get a chair, or can I sit down? And he like as soon as the words come out of Porter's mouth, the face just like goes and like looks at him like intensely, like as intensely.
Hey,
but
man,
like
you don't get a chair. You know the rules.
Not intensely, but you know, he kind of, his body jerks.
Yeah,
and
just
then
stand there and be just stand there. Shit, sorry.
Oh, jeez. All right. And then so the face like is like kind of like locked in Porter's direction, and then it kind of like slowly like disengages and starts to look at you again. And then he like reaches onto the table and pulls out one book, and he just like puts it in front of you, and he like taps it. He like taps the cover. And then he takes one more like glance at Porter, and then he like walks away, and he walks into a doorway that you don't know where it goes into the house, because you can only see these two rooms. And the old,
Thanks, man.
Thank you. The old woman is sitting there just spinning this wheel, and it's making this very repetitive like motion, yeah. And yeah, and Porter just kind of crosses his arm and kind of like leans on the wall, and he's just like, dude, what the heck? He's like, this isn't a party.
Yeah. Am? My name is Douglas Ramon Garcia.
Yeah, and she's she's ignoring you. She's like,
I was and I received a letter inviting me here. I'm sorry about Porter. He goes everywhere I go.
It's like, yeah, we're just here for the party.
Yeah, I noticed there's nothing happening. I received this letter, and
she's not responding. She's very busy making this yarn or string
or
whatever.
Is there somewhere else I should be going for the party? I feel like this isn't the right room or something. Did I offend? We have Porter. I don't know what to do, man.
She's not even fucking. She's so entranced in what she's doing, like not even acknowledging you, not stopping pace. Just.
Oh no, this is a bad idea. All right, Porter. Just watch my back. I'm gonna get up and. Oh, no. I'm gonna try to show her the letter. Maybe that'll do something if she sees the sigil.
However weird sound. I'm like, maybe it's a little squeaky. It's like, yeah.
Try to show her that this is. Did you know anyone who sent this? Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where else to go. Is there anything you can maybe help me with here?
Yeah, she's okay. So do you approach her, like you're getting closer to her,
with like the letter, like I was invited here.
Do you walk she's like totally ignoring you. You can like kind of like get around her to kind of get her attention.
Be like, I'm on her right, and I want to like show her like, hey, I don't really know what else to do here.
Yeah. So you're kind of turning around her. You're coming around her.
Yeah,
and
I'm trying to like make eye contact.
Her right shoulder, and she's just like doing her thing on the wheel, and her long like wiry like white hair is like kind of in her face, all in her face, and her face is like shadowed in that blue light. And give me a spot hidden as she's like working.
Fail.
Okay, 94. So you do see that her lips are moving, and she's like whispering really silently to herself. You trying to listen even further? All right, you start to listen to it. You start to listen. You start to listen to what she's saying, but you do give me do you have any language? No. You have a language roll to see if you could like even get an idea of what language she's speaking, because you can't understand what language this is.
Okay. I do have some Spanish, and I rolled a success. No comprende? No habla español?
Yeah. You might think it's some kind of Spanish, but no.
I like know like a little bit of Latin, so like trying to say like hello.
Yeah, not this language. This language, it almost sounds like it's like so. It's very like guttural and weird. She's kind of like grunting and making these kind of weird whispering sounds.
Me llamo Martín.
And then like as you're still talking to her, like she like stops working. And she doesn't like look up. And then she like slowly looks up, and she like speaks something to you that's like in that language, but it's more like direct, and she's just like, or some weird like gurgled, like it almost sounds like she's growling this primitive like it almost sounds animalistic, these inflections and everything, and very guttural, but she doesn't seem mad or angry. It just kind of seems immediate, almost as if she was telling you. It's kind of like she's kind of telling you maybe to. Well, let's see.
Was that German or something? Sorry.
And as you're kind of like listening to her, a hand is laid on your shoulder, and you like yeah, and you see that waxed mask, like waxed face.
Oh.
Yeah,
Waxy. I'm sorry.
Waxy.
Sorry, I give nicknames to everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he has two robes, and he's wearing this like hooded robe now. So that wax mask is like in this hood. Yeah, and he has these two robes, and he like thrusts one out to you.
The other one for Porter, or
no? He starts to put it around the lady, and she like stops doing what she's doing, and she starts to put it on. And then you start to look around, and you don't see Porter anymore.
What? Did Waxy? What'd you do with the Porter, man? You said it was okay.
He pulls out the stylus, and he's like, and then he points, he like shows it to you, and it says restroom.
Well, I mean, we have been drinking, so that does make a lot of sense. I mean, he knows where I'm at, right? I mean, he can come to the party, right?
Yeah, and he has and you also notice that he is also holding that book that he pointed at you, and he like thrusts you the book and the cloak, and he hands it to you, and then he points to the kitchen table again, and then he points up at the clock, and it's like 10:45.
Right, it was in the letter. Right. Okay. So I'm guessing I put on the robe, and there's something in the book.
He's like nodding.
Okay. Waxy, I mean, come on, man. I don't have a choice here, do I?
And he just like presents you the table and chair, like as if like he's beckoning you to sit down and read.
All right, Waxy. I mean, this is on you, buddy. I'm gonna give this a shot.
And
what's the deal with her, by the way?
Yeah, she puts on the cloak, and then they go off into the same door that he went. And give me a spot hidden as they go through that door.
Fail.
Okay, you don't see anything.
I'm really terrible.
Yeah. All right. So they kind of leave the room
and
leave you with this cloak and this book. Yeah.
Okay. You got this.
All right. So you're looking at this book, and you're noticing that. Let me see. You notice that this book has a title and an author as you start to kind of read the cover, and you're making it out of this kind of like archaic script. So give me what's that? Is there any role?
Cthulhu Mythos?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Cthulhu Mythos.
Fail.
Give me a library use then.
Fail.
Okay.
Terribly.
Give me an occult roll then.
Okay, occult. Ooh, success. 37.
Success. Nice. So, though through maybe some, I don't know how you may know this, but you kind of heard this maybe mention of this unmentionable book known as the Necronomicon by the mad Arab Abdul al-Hazred. And this is written, this is the Low Latin, or this is just it is the Low Latin, Forbidden Latin translation. So you might be able to pick up on some of this. And you see a name that the author is named Olaus Vormius, and written in the Low Latin. Yeah. A book which you've never seen, but which you've had heard monstrous things whispered.
My family obviously has told me about Days of Dead, but Necronomicon. This isn't even. That's Necro. That's dead. That's
Yeah.
a book of the. Is this a? How would did somebody write a book of the Necro?
So,
Necro.
are you going to open
Wait,
the book?
what the fuck? I put my hand on the book first.
Yeah. So you notice that this leather is feeling a little smooth. It's kind of wrinkly, kind of weird to the touch. Not any type of leather that you've ever seen a book bound in. So can you give me maybe a natural world or maybe a medicine roll? Medicine roll
Ooh.
would be cool. Yeah.
Extreme success.
On natural world.
Yeah, on the first one that you said.
Okay. So yeah, you have an idea that this may be it's made of probably like you're hoping pig skin. Let's just say that.
This doesn't feel like any. Oh no. Oh, this isn't like chicharrones or anything like that. This is like. I know what pig feels like.
Yeah, and give me a spot hidden on that cover real quick.
I was gonna say I grabbed the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, success.
Yeah, you're looking at this this binding, and they did a pretty good job on it, but the book is kind of old. But you're looking at this cover, and on the very corner you see faintly what looks like kind of a blue faded ink that looks like the tip of some kind of pattern, as if it may be a tattoo. And now it's all coming together, and this book is definitely bound in human skin.
Oh, this is a book of the devil right here.
See,
holy shit.
Diablo, and you hear your grandmother's voice, like Bruja, Brujeria, Diablo.
As I'm like thinking about it, I flip it open.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, flipping it open, you're going through it, and like these pages, it's just full of like this crazy low Latin text, and they look like it's probably like yeah, it's these crazy. It looks like maybe poetry or something, and all these writings are accompanied by strange drawings that are like baffling your mind. And you're how long are you like you're going through it trying to read? Give me that Latin roll, or your with a I'll do a
Ooh.
give me a hard success.
Success. Oh, okay, no, regular success.
How far are you from being a hard success?
Actually, one away.
You want to spend luck?
Yeah, might as well at this point. I'm too far into it to not do anything. So let me change it real quick. Okay.
Okay, so you're getting lucky with your second language, since you have that, and you're picking up little by little the more you kind of start to read into this. And yeah. So give me, yeah, you're kind of, and as you're kind of like picking up some on some of these things, you find a passage, and you start to read this passage. Oh, let me. Okay, so I got to read some shit real quick. Oh yeah. Okay. So you start to read this passage. It's kind of like the first thing you start to read and pick up on. It says, "The nethermost caverns," wrote the mad Arab, "are not the fathoming of eyes that see, for their marvels are strange and terrific. Curse the ground where dead thoughts live, new and oddly bodied, and evil the mind that is held by no head. Wisely did Ibn Shakabal say, that happy is the tomb where no wizard hath lain, and happy the town at night whose wizards are all ashes. For it is of old rumour that the souls of the devil bought haste not from the charnel clay, but fats and instructs the heavy worm that gnaws, till out of corruption horrid life springs, and the dull scavengers of earth wax crafty to vex it, and swell monstrous to plague it. Great holes secretly are digged where earth's pores ought to suffice, but things have learned to walk that ought to crawl.
In my head, I'm thinking this sounds biblical, but like no sort of redemption whatsoever.
Yeah, and so this kind of sparks your intrigue, and you're kind of like maybe looking a little bit more. Give me a luck roll to see if you pick up on anything else.
Fail.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How far? Well, you can't push luck rolls. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll give
It
you
wasn't
one
even
more.
close.
Let me just give you a library use to see if you can kind of you're kind of looking through this. Yeah.
Ooh, extreme success.
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of looking, kind of getting familiar with this book with your library use roll, and you see a passage that actually sticks out to you as you start to read, and these words start to come together in your mind. You're translating it in your head, and all of a sudden you're kind of getting a feeling in your chest, like you're kind of getting some anxiety, and kind of getting some cold sweats, and the hairs on the back of your head are kind of starting to stand up as you're translating this in your mind as it's happening, and you start to read it, and you start to read the words, "That is not dead which can eternal lie, and through
That
strange
which is not
aeons
dead can eternal lie, and
through
throughout
strange
strange aeons,
even death may die."
even death may die.
Do you remember who said that to you?
It's all fuzzy. It's all. I know I've heard those words. Was it grandma? No, I wasn't.
No, you
Was it
remember.
in a dream?
You remember this. Give me an idea roll if you're
it-
really having a hard time.
Was it? Jeez, fail. Fuck.
Well, you still understand, because this is such a crazy moment in your life. These old memories start to come up, and it was the last thing your great uncle told you before. Yeah,
I knew it was a relative.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So So why would your uncle know this? Or great uncle, I guess it would be. Yeah.
Why? Where's Porter?
Yeah, you haven't seen any sign of him.
I need to. Can I close the book?
Yeah, you close the book, and then this is fucking you up. So give me a sanity roll.
Woo. Success.
Nice. Good job.
Jesus Christ. I know.
Yeah, good job. Oh, well, I didn't do that. Okay, cool. Nope. Yeah. I'm gonna give you one sanity loss because of that. Still, because you did read
the 33.
You did read the Necronomicon and all that stuff, and that's pretty scary. And also this whole thing with your great uncle is tripping you out now too.
Can I take it with me?
The book?
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's watching you. There's no one in the room.
Close it shut, and I put it under my arm.
And right when you almost the moment you close it, the chimes on this old clock starts to ring, starts to dong or whatever. Dong, dong, dong.
Oh, shit!
And you look up.
Oh.
He's not there. But you do look up at the clock, and it's 11 p.m. And
shit,
you start to hear the chimes, dong, dong, and then you can kind of also hear the church bells ringing in the distance, kind of with it too,
Order,
dong,
order,
dong.
order.
And as you're yelling out, the door opens. Give me a spot hidden if you can see inside the door as the two cloaked figures walk out. The man in the waxed mask. Yeah.
Waxy.
Yeah. So you got a spot hidden? All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So all right. So the doors kind of like open and they come out, and you notice that there's like people in that other room. Like there's actually like a lot of cloaked people in that room, and you actually see you see that there might be even like a back hallway to the room, and way back in the distance you can see like Porter, his face, and you barely see his face as he's like looking down at all these hooded figures around him, and you can tell that he's kind of getting like ushered into a back room, and like he's like, hey, and you kind of hear him say like, hey, get off me, man. Hey, and like, hey, kind of, hey, and then you hear his voice kind of muffle as he's getting pulled deeper into this hallway. And as you notice that, the two cloaked figures walk out the door and slam the door behind them, and they point to the clock, and they're beckoning you to the door, and and Waxy's holding out his hand, and and then he like reaches into his cloak and he pulls out the wax tablet. He says, the book. And he has his hand out.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I just wanted to, learn more, just in case.
Yeah.
There it is. It's all yours. Can I get Porter back?
Yeah. And as he says that, he takes that book away from you. Yeah. And for right now, I'm gonna stop it right there, but we're gonna come back. I was getting like a poor connection. I'm gonna reconnect.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like stop playing.
No, we're gonna come back and play, but I want to check this. Okay. Cool. So the last thing that we said was
the book, and then I gave it back.
Yeah. He takes the book and he puts it in his robe, and right. he's kind of like ushering you like to the door, like as he like walks to the door and opens the door, and he opens the door into the street, and like he's like, let's pretty much follow, and he writes on his wax pad like follow.
Right. Is Porter gonna be okay? Is that should I?
He doesn't say anything. He's just like,
come on, Waxy.
After you.
I thought we had a thing, Waxy. Come on, man.
Neither Waxy
make sure he's okay.
Or the old woman is saying anything. And the last expression that you saw on Porter's face was fear. And he was like, hey, what are you doing? Wait, hey, what? And he went into this back room.
If anything happens to Porter, it's on you, Waxy. It's on you.
He's just beckoning you to go out the door.
I trusted you, Waxy.
He hasn't said anything to you, technically.
We're bros, Waxy. No, obviously he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, and he like erases it, and he says, and he shows it to you. It says, "The festival awaits."
They walk towards where everyone else is walking towards.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up you're kind of leaving Porter.
Yeah.
You're walking out of the house, and you walk out into the street, and it's a totally different sight than you saw when you first got here. Now, all around town, all the doors to all the houses are open, and these people all are gathering out into the street, all of them in hoods, all in cloaks, and they're forming this like procession, and they're all like lining up in almost single file lines, and few of them are holding these blue lanterns, and they're all pouring out into the streets, like so many people, like you're like, how? And they just keep coming out of all the nooks and crannies, all these people like maggots, they're pouring out, these white cloaked maggots infesting this corpse of a city as it's weaving in and out of these winding streets. And this like procession is so magnificent to you because it's like it came out of nowhere. You didn't even see it coming, and this is going to also cause you to have a sanity roll.
Fail.
Okay. You lose 2 sanity.
Okay, I've officially lost. Actually, no, I'm still.
Nope, you've lost 9 altogether.
Yeah, I was gonna say nope.
And you're gonna suffer a bout of madness. Well, give me an idea roll to see, and you want to fail this idea roll.
I did fail the idea roll.
You failed it?
Oh, yeah.
Good job. As your mind is able to save you from some sanity damage, and you're able to keep your wits about you. Yeah, good job. Nothing happened. Yeah, and you feel the man's like the old waxen man, faced man, his hand on your back as he kind of like nudges you on a little bit. Yeah, and you notice this hand that kind of like caresses your back is kind of like, for lack of a better word, squishy.
Oh, Waxy, come on, man. Oh, dude.
And he's edging you forward to go.
All right, Waxy, just.
Yeah, and he keeps his hand there, and he's like kind of walking forward. And he's walking forward as you guys are walking into the street, and as you kind of like join this procession of these cloaked figures, yeah, give me a spot hidden roll. Actually, give me a dex roll. Give me a dex roll as you're kind of walking through the snow, and these guys are Waxy's kind of pushing you on, and you're kind of stumbling in the snow a little bit, kind of slipping in the snow, and you run into one of these figures in the cloak, and where you would expect there would be maybe like, you know, some resistance, it's kind of squishy. Like you kind of like fall into, like kind of go into him a little bit, and like you feel
Waxy,
the squish.
do you have brothers or something?
But then like through the squish, you kind of can feel the hardness of a bone structure. But like it's just these, it's just kind of weird feeling. Like it doesn't feel like a, like, I mean, it feels like a human body, but it feels like a squishy one. I don't know. It's kind of awkward. Yeah.
Waxy, what the fuck, man? What are you doing to me?
No answer. And give me a spot hidden again.
Damn it, fail.
Yeah. You're going. You can't really see. You're just in this sea of these cloaked, hooded figures, and you guys are all walking to the same place, walking to the center of town, to that church. And that's where they seem to be heading.
Does anyone else know we're like what's exactly happening here? Guys, girls,
No.
anybody?
No one's answering.
I mean, this is someone of House Martin talking.
And you're not seeing any of the faces. You've failed your spot hidden, so all the faces are black in these hoods. It almost looks as if these hoods are like all there are. Like they're just. It's almost as if they're like, it's just these hooded figures, man.
I mean, this is the worst party ever. I just. Could somebody say anything? I mean, Waxy just took my friend. Is there anybody else here? Hello? Come on. Answer me. I had to give back the Necrocon or something. What is this even all about? Who else? Is there any other Martins here? Hello?
No one. Yeah, even as you yell out into the night, none of these hooded heads raise, and as if they. And if anything, if you try to stop, they start to kind of like push you, and you're kind of in the flow of these.
I'm supposed to be welcomed here. Get your hands off me. Jesus.
They're not grabbing you. They're only just kind of like nudging you a little bit, and like and if you kind of start to hang behind, like some of them will like, they won't shoulder check you, but they just kind of like brush against you and kind of like push you.
Yeah, I know.
They're just everywhere. Place. They're overwhelming you as they're kind of just ushering you to.
Say something.
No one's saying. Yeah, and as you're getting closer and closer to the church, and we'll end it there for real this time. Yeah, I think that's a good place. Yeah. So you're heading to the church, and you left Porter behind. Porter! There you go. The end for now.
Damn.
Damn. Well, I think that went good. I think that well.
No, it did, I guess.
Well, are you having fun though, at least?
No, of course. I'm just in character.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you intrigued? You wonder what's gonna happen?
Of course. Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were gonna. I was really surprised at how passive you were with Porter being taken away. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I don't know, dude. You got the 22. I really thought I gave a moment to where there could have been a conflict there, but I'm glad you didn't,
I was-
because it could have been, yeah.
I was severely outnumbered. What was I supposed to do?
Shoot everyone.
I don't have any spells or nothing.
Yeah, you got the 22.
No,
You could have been
I
like,
thought-
you could have been like, listen, Waxy.
Waxy
Be my
gave me
friend.
nothing.
Yeah.
Waxy
Oh,
gave me nothing. This is all on Waxy.
He gave you some knowledge. He told you to read.
Whatever. Waxy. Told you I give everyone nicknames.
But obviously you found the old prayer in the Necronomicon that
Yeah.
your great uncle knew. Yes.
Yeah, but also, what happened to Porter, man? Fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. We'll find out what happens to him next time on the Festival of Dreams.
Yeah, I guess we will. Until
Lightning
next
strike.
time. All right. Until next
Yeah.
time.
Till
I
next
had
time.
fun.
Well, speaking of till next time, I think we're gonna wrap her up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
Yeah.
that was Dark Eidolon Presents
Critical Drinks.
with your hosts
Andy Aguilar.
and me, Brandon Brooker.
My best friend.
You're my best friend too, Andy. And I went and saw Terry play. Terry's band Yikes
Oh.
played. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Shout out
And,
to
yeah.
Terry.
Dude, they just recorded a 10-song album, and it's fucking awesome. Like,
oh,
it's
fuck yeah.
it's-
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
the
definitely.
shit, dude.
Shout out to Terry.
Dude,
shout out to Yikes as well.
yeah, man. They got me moshing, man. I haven't moshed in 2 years.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to stage dive, but there wasn't that many people there. So
Yeah, he's one of the boys. Terry's one of the
yeah.
good ones.
he's also a mangrave.
Mhm.
So
And he was also on our old podcast too.
that's right. He'll probably end up
Yeah.
on this podcast
He'll
eventually.
get on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of guests too, I think next week we're
We'll
gonna have
have-
Andrew.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna try to figure it out, guys. It's gonna be different. We've never had 3 people on yet, so it's gonna be a whole mess of new technical difficulties to
Yeah.
fuck with. But we'll figure it out.
Exactly.
But thanks again for hanging out with us and listening to us struggle with role playing.
I mean, also,
that wasn't that bad.
we forget to do this every time, but follow Brandon.
Yes. So follow me on Instagram at bdbrooker,
There you go.
and you see, I post some funny shit sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and follow Dark Eidolon Presents on
Exactly.
Instagram as well. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I should be doing some art here pretty soon. And also, we're gonna get some merch. Oh yeah, and follow Andy on Instagram as well.
AAA NDY88.
Yeah. Drop us a line. Comment on this video, like, subscribe,
Please,
do all those
honestly,
things.
we're trying to expand. We're trying to get big.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I bought a new mic rig that I'm working on.
Mhm.
Andy's gonna start to do that pretty soon,
Same.
and then it'll just be a whole nother beast. I think we'll probably once we get all our technical stuff together, I'm gonna rebrand.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
completely.
We got things planned.
It'll be like this first DIY series is this is our first season, this is our DIY season, but
Yeah.
then our second season will be dude, we're trying to really get this going.
Yeah, this is Well, there'll be other things, other entities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So stay tuned for that, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye now. Bye.